Yeah, I could talk in circles, I guess, about this, so I think I will move on now, into the dinner portion of the date and when Chris S. makes his appearance. Chris S. is such an interesting villain because he makes these decisions and these choices to do things, but he doesn't feel confident in doing them, which which is why it's like I don't know why he is, because unless he's just a really low energy person, but he says these things like how he is upset that she still gave Nate the one-on-one after his warning, upset that she didn't come and pull him aside. Yeah, the audacity is really what it comes down to. Like, he feels entitled to having her react a certain way because he's done this for her. And he's not even taking a step back to listen to what it is she wants or is looking for. He's just doing stuff for her in the name of her and then expecting praise. And yeah, it doesn't work that way. And I was shocked that he, not shocked by the moves because people have done it before. I was shocked that he did not feel comfortable in making those moves. He didn't even feel like, yeah, this is how I feel. This is what I'm here for. And, you know, I warned you about him. I told you about him, yet you're on this one-on-one date with him. I don't get it. You know, he didn't approach it in any sort of energy that did make it seem like he was affronted. He just kind of delivered it in this low energy sort of voice, and not even that, he almost felt like he was shrinking in himself. So I was like, do you even actually feel this way? Like, why? Why? I don't know. Some people think that he's doing it on purpose to be the villain to get screen time, but I'm not sure if that's the case either, because again, he doesn't feel confident in that. I don't know about Chris S, but it doesn't matter because he's gone now. You know, Michelle, as always, just handled him real well and was like, I need someone who's going to support me and let me make my own decisions because I can make my own decisions and be there for me. So anyway, bye Chris S. And so going into the cocktail party, you know, apparently Martin's just gonna take his place. I over there also was just like, oh my goodness, this guy really just likes to stick his foot in his mouth. I was really surprised. So in the beginning, when he came onto the scene, I remember one of those first group dates, in the nighttime portion, he did that weird dance thing and was like, oh, I don't actually know how to dance, I just wanted to bring you close or whatever, which I've already said my words on that move. But then the next episode, he had pulled her aside and was checking in with her and making sure she was doing good, and I was like, oh, okay, this seems nice. That was, yeah, I think his only good episode, because then the next time he gets the one-on-one and he brings up Jamie in that tub, which was like, why would you do that? And you know, he kind of explained it away as I'm really bad at communication, which I didn't feel like pertained to what he had said, but moving past that, for tonight though, in I mean, completely generalizing an entire city's female population as high maintenance. Dumb move. Going on to say that a guy doesn't enter a relationship expecting to be taken care of, it's like, okay, I guess you are talking about financially, and sure, but they do expect the emotional handling of them. But also, like, I don't know, there was part of me that as I was watching this was trying to understand what he was saying, especially when, I mean, he started to sort of ramble because he knew that he'd said something and it wasn't going well. And, you know, he talks about how both should kind of come on an equal footing sort of thing. And it's like, okay, yeah, I can get behind that. But just the words he was saying and what he was saying, it was all wrong. And I feel like Martin's also someone that just has some growing up to do. And I hope now he realizes that. I don't know. I have no idea because, you know, he said what he said to Michelle. She laughed at it, by the way, which was amazing. I think all of us girls just felt that so deeply. That was a perfect reaction in that moment because it's sort of utter disbelief that you just said that. And then, you know, he just starts rambling, trying to get out of the mess that he put himself in. I forgot where I was going with that. I got so caught up in how she laughed and that was amazing. What was I talking about? Oh, how after that he went to talk to the guys and was basically complaining. Or in his ITM being like, I think there was a misunderstanding on her part. I don't think she understood what I was saying. And it's just like, yeah, I think that there is some growth that will be happening now for Martin as he watches this back, and hopefully we'll see where it's like you're making these grand general statements and that's not the case. You obviously haven't gone to those sorts of emotional lengths in a relationship to understand that that's not the way relationships are. So that was that. I was a little shocked that he still got a rose, but it's sort of how, like, Peter had gotten the rose that week, and then Chris had gotten the rose last week. I mean, obviously the producers want him to stick around, and I think case in point, when Michelle calls Martin, she takes the deepest breath before she actually gives him the rose. So I don't think she actually really wants him there, but we'll see if he kind of turns the tables, I guess, next week, because it does seem like that is somewhat of a clumsy skill that he has, is being able to talk his way around things, I guess. So I guess we'll just have to wait and see what happens next week. I'm really intrigued to, I don't know, I mean, learn more about Clayton since he's the next Bachelor. Learn more about Nate because he is a front runner. It's definitely between Joe and Nate. Like, that's clear as day. I do have a feeling it's going to be Joe. Just for how they are with each other. It's just a very solid foundation. And they just meld well together. And I think their energies vibe off of each other really well. I don't know. I think it's Joe. I have a feeling. I think Nate Isn't there that saying, you meet people for a reason, a season, and something else? I don't know. There's a third one. But anyway, I have a feeling that he might be great for like this short time burst of love, but the actual longevity of a committed full-term relationship, I'm not sure on. And it's not that that's a bad thing, it's just, I don't know. Whereas I see her and Joe kind of heading into a long-term thing more solidly. Maybe I feel that Nate is still young in terms of relationships. I'm not really sure. It's just an inkling. That was week 5, and it was interesting. We got a little romance and a little drama. It was a nice balance. I hope you enjoyed my ramblings, and yeah, if you liked what you saw, please give a like and subscribe. I'll be back next week, and I hope to see you in the next video. And yeah, that's about it. Toodles.